Hi Lisa, so I'm just going to do an example of a full eyebrow for you so that you can see how I put together the transition. I'll start off by marking out a spine, which you need to be doing, I'm not sure if you are doing on your live models, but that's one of the crucial parts of forming a good transition. So usually when you've drawn the shape, you'll be able to see where the natural spine is, so you need to mark that out, and it's usually about here. So the spine always has to be higher and in an upper curve so that you get more of a lift, and that'll make everything else easier. So I hope the lighting's not too bad, but I'll just use I'm using an angled blade just because that's the only one I could find, but it's all still the same. So we'll start off, I'll try and zoom it in a little bit. There we go. So we'll start off with the head strokes. So this is just obviously the standard pattern. A little bit harder to do it with these straight blades, but never mind. So add another one in there. Also, these upper strokes are what are really forming part of the curve as well. So then we're going on to the transition here. So I'll just mark where the pigment's not gone in. Okay. So then what we're looking for is where the spine is. So it's best to mark out actually first the middle part of the transition, so the second line of the transition. So I would start about here and draw it into the spine, and then your third line of transition, your upper line, will just be making that so that it flows and graduates. And then your lower line transition, a little bit of a curve but into that middle line of transition. And then your next line will flow up to that middle line of transition. And then in next lower line, almost to the spine point, but leave spaces in between so that you can create the spine. So as you can see, these lines are not quite touching the spine, so that's good. We need to leave room. And as we graduate, we're going more sideways, and then that's the bit that people always struggle with there. So I'll just wipe my blade one sec. Then we can form the second connection strokes into the spine. So I'm going to put one there and curve it right in. Next one, curve it right into the spine, so it's almost at the end, adjacent to the spine and parallel to it. And then just one more there. There's no more room really, maybe a small one there. And then that will form a good spine as well, that will all flow. Then this area is usually the tricky bit. So you need to do your first upper line stroke almost straighter. There's a lot of pigment on that, sorry, one sec. So again with these, you're just graduating the curve round. And then your connection strokes midway along and then extend. And again, point them down to the spine, but don't quite touch it. And then this third connection then can just go into the spine, creating that neat spine. So then you've got this missing area still, so you can just add another hair stroke just in the middle, and that'll just fill out that space a bit as well. So let's wipe that off. Don't know how this is gonna look on later, but never mind. So obviously now I've wiped it off, I can see there's still some gaps. So for these gaps here and here, I can just add another one into the middle and extend that one, and that will just fill it out a bit. So then wipe that off. And there you have it. I hope that helps.